Hi, good afternoon. I'm Eric Arandang and I'm currently at Bellevue Hotel in Alabang. I'm going to attend our yearly Holy Week recollection conducted here in Bellevue. So it is our worship gathering for 3 days starting tomorrow, Thursday, until Black Friday. So today, I want to share with you the message that I shared with my former students when I was invited to speak to STI. I was invited to talk about the latest in technology, the IT jobs that available to the graduating students in that school. And I also shared an inspirational message. I mean, regardless of your profession, you need some kind of motivation, inspirational for you to achieve your full potential. And in my talk, I shared with them 4 traits. For me, 4 traits to reach your full potential, which I've gathered from several books that I've read already in the past. And here are they. Number 1, find your passion and strength. You know, even if you are good in your field, but if you don't love what you do, at the end of the day, you still feel empty deep within yourself. Even if you are a good doctor, a good engineer, but if that field is not the one that you really love, then in your deathbed, you will feel sorry because you didn't pursue what you love to do. Instead of working on your weaknesses, why not just focus on your strength? If you give too much attention working on your weaknesses, you will just perform average. Yes, it will increase. It will improve. It will improve your weaknesses. You can overcome them, but not in a spectacular way, you know. And if you focus on your strength day in, day out, you just fertilize it, you just make it grow every day, every single day, then guess what? One day, you will have your strength very powerful. Powerful strength that you will not even notice your weaknesses. Or your weaknesses doesn't have a say on your decision. In pursuing your strength, in pursuing your passion, you need to invest in your knowledge. So for example, if your passion is on game development, programming, then you know, go online, search for game development in YouTube. It will help you. It will nourish your mind. It will nourish your strength. It will fertilize your skill, your talent that God has given you. You will not reach your full potential without increasing your knowledge. So you need to, aside from watching YouTube, reading books, then connect to other people, other other people in your field that are already living your dreams, so that they can give you advice and suggestion for you to follow. So that's number 1. Find your passion and strength. Then, for number 2, stay out of your comfort zone. So this is very important. A lot of people really seeking comfort in life. But that's not bad. But if you pursue comfort over progress, then that's a problem. Because within that comfort zone, you will not find growth there because you are comfortable. If you are not challenged, then how can you grow yourself? So it's very important to live outside of your comfort zone. Push yourself always. Push. Comfort is one of the biggest enemies of growth. If you really know, you already master what you do in the office day in, day out, then what learning do you will get? No, it will not add new knowledge to you if you already know the different components of your job. You master it, but you are not being promoted. So it's very important, to stay out of your comfort zone and move to your courage zone. In courage zone, you will be challenged. You will struggle. And remember, struggle is not bad. If you struggle, then that means you are growing. You know, typical example, if you are a student and pursuing your thesis, you are always struggling, creating documentation, creating the output, the prototype. But after the thesis, regardless whether you passed or not, you acquire knowledge, you acquire insights that is very important for you to move to the next level. And you will not acquire that if you are living within the boundary of your comfort zone. So always push yourself. Always seek for challenging job. Always seek for a challenging scenario. Challenge are often essential to cause us to grow. Without challenge, without pains, without struggles, then we will not grow anymore in ourselves, in our field. We will not acquire any additional knowledge. And then, for number 3, so that's number 2, stay out of your comfort zone. Number 3, never fear failure. Failure is not having the courage to try. So, for example, you are a fresh graduate. So, this number 3, never fear failure, is almost linked to item number 1. Because, for example, you are a fresh graduate and a company called you up. Hey, Eric, do you want to apply for a software engineer? For example, I'm weak in math. And then, during the phone conversation, I will realize I am not good in math because I am thinking of my weaknesses. So, it will fire up the fear. Instead of saying yes, going to the interview, taking the exams, and going through all of that, I will say, no, I have an appointment, or I will create some alibi because I fear facing that company, especially if that is a big company. So never feel failure because nothing will happen if you will not try. Then the only thing, so this one is very important, the only thing standing between most people and their dreams is the fear of failure. Yet failure is essential to success in any endeavor. So if you really want, for example, to have a master's degree, in my example, in my personal experience, that is my life dream. But during thesis, during capstone project, a lot of documentation is really, causing me some stress. My work is affected. My personal life is affected because, every weekend, I do not get to social with my friends because I'm doing my capstone project. Then, there were many nights, before I go to sleep, I was crying because looking at my progress, it seems that it's impossible for me to finish that project. There's a lot of chapters that I need to complete. And I don't know how can I complete that. And I start asking myself, why do I need to suffer like this? Even if I don't have master's degree, then that's it. I will live comfortably. Yes, I have a good job. But I realized that after asking that question, I ask, why did I start studying or taking my master's degree on the first place? So, I remembered thinking that having a master's degree is my life dream, not a requirement from the office. So, it's not. And because of my why, it is a solid why in my heart that pushed me. No, and I did not fear facing the panelists. I think there are 4 panelists during my master's capstone defense. So I successfully completed that. But if I fear facing them, if I fear completing my capstone project, then I will not have a diploma. I will not be able to reach my life dream, one of my life dream, which is to have a master's degree. So, you know, to fight fear, always remember why you started on the first place. If you are finishing a project and then you are going to present that, for example, if it is an idea, you're going to pitch that to investor, and then here you come, you are fearful, you might, you think you are too little to present that idea to executives, then just think about why you started in the first place. Just pray and leave your problems to God, and I believe that God will provide. God will help you. In what way? In my experience during my capstone project, in my master's degree, I just pray to God that I still have a lot of chapters to complete, which I don't know how will I complete those chapters because of my limited time. But guess what? My friend, one of my close friend in the office, is helping me a lot. I will just text him after office, hey, can you help me in this computation in the Excel? And then he will just say, okay, email that to me, and I will do that. And then my classmate offered me to print all of my documentation. I do not know why she requested that to me. All she wanted is to help me. But looking back, I did not request those things. Hey, can you please print this? No. A help is coming, and I believe that is God's grace. Yeah, if I think those times, I really cannot believe that I'm able to complete that project. There are a lot of people who helped me, including my best friend, who really helped me and provided his time to assist me in developing my capstone project. And those people are angels sent by God, because I think that if you are really destined for a certain thing or certain path, then God will provide. God will see you through. Okay, so that's the number 3. Never fear failure. And then, for number 4, this is very important. If you don't have this item, even if you have a passion, you have strength, you don't fear failure, but if you don't have this, then I think you will not progress. So what's this? Number 4, take massive action. Remember that. Take massive action. So I always see other successful people, why they are so successful. For example, the founder of Mang Inasal, Injap Siya. I just read 2 weeks ago his bibliography. There is a book published already. And then, one of the personal experience of Injap is that during his childhood, he is always working so hard in their family business. creating some ideas on how to improve their mini store in their province. And then as he grew up, he always take massive actions in every endeavor that he is doing, every projects. And I believe that regardless of your profession, regardless of your field, if you have a dream, you have a big dreams. Imagine you have a big dreams. A lot of people will will feel negative. I have a big dreams, but I don't know how to reach that dream. But that is the first step. Define your dreams or identify your dreams, your big goals, and then identify small actions that will reach you in fulfilling that dream. Again, one of my favorite example, this is my personal experience. You know, in my childhood, during elementary days, high school, even college, I don't have passion in reading books. Really, I don't have passion. So, one time, when I enrolled in my graduate studies, I was forced to study, read books, Okay, so take massive action. So in my experience, personal experience, I really don't like to read books during my elementary days, high school, even college. Reading books is not my favorite thing to do. But when I enrolled in my graduate studies, you are asked to read a lot of case studies, actual case study, business case. And you're asked to read a book. And they just summarize a book for 1 week, And then, when I read a book, I felt, I'm gaining a lot of insights. I started to learn about different people with their experience in business and management, and that began my passion in reading books, management books. So, I don't watch TV anymore during those times when I was studying, and I developed that habit until today. So I'm not watching TV. I just focus myself on reading books that interest me. So those are business, entrepreneurship, and then bibliography of different companies, and then bibliographies of different successful people. Now, during the first time when I attempted to read a book, I think it's the MBA, Personal MBA. That's the book, the thick book. I thought that, no, this is very impossible for me to complete this book. But one of my mentor asked me, suggested that, hey, Eric, can you read 5 pages? Just 5 pages every day. And then if you can read 5 pages, after a week, increase that to 10 pages. And then if you can read that, increase that to 15 to 20 pages. But at first, just set aside 30 to 1 hour, 30 minutes to 1 hour reading a book. And then, just count the pages that you complete for each day. And guess what? I started 5, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20. Now I can even read 50 pages in one day. For others, it is just a small number of pages. But in my end, I still do, aside from my time in the office, my full-time job, I still teach, at De La Salle. So, really, reading a book, 50 pages a day. So, 1 hour to 1.5 hour in the morning, and then another 1 hour in the evening, And just to read a book. Every single day, I always read a book. So, that is one of my example. You know, reading a book looks like it's a big goal. But if you take small action, repetitive action every single day, then I believe that you will be able to reach your dream, to reach your goal. And then, you know, when you push beyond your limits, you unlock mental and physical reserves that you never thought you had. So this is related to the living outside of your comfort zone. No, you just always challenge yourself, push yourself beyond your limits, and you will learn a lot of things. You will connect to the people you never thought you will be able to connect, because, you know, if you are living in your comfort zone, you will not experience connecting with other people. You will not experience gaining new knowledge. So push beyond your limits. Always challenge yourself. And my last message for you is that live your life not on autopilot. You know, autopilot, you're not planning anymore. But instead, live your life by design. Design how you want your life to unfold. If you want to become a successful entrepreneur, then, you know, plan it. That's your big goal, to become an entrepreneur. Then, what small action you need to take to achieve that goal? Maybe start reading books on entrepreneurship. That's number one. Number two, attend conferences, seminars on entrepreneurship. And then, when you are there, just connect to the people, you know, like-minded people, to increase your network, to increase your social network of entrepreneurs. You know, you can do a lot of things to achieve your goal. You only need to take one action at a time. Thank you.